myself Sangeeta Devi from GK Jain School. Right, from today's class we are going to see the human resource management. In the last session we have discussed about the human resource. What is human resource we have learned, and what are its characteristics and significance we have learned and discussed about it in the human resource. In today's class we are going to see human resource management, because in the chapter name itself we have fundamentals of HRM. HRM is nothing, human resource management. That has short form is HRM, human resource management. In today's class we are going to see what is HRM and what its features we are going to see, because it is a very lengthy one. You want to know in depth about it. First, what is the meaning of HRM? Human resource is nothing, the manpower we can tell. That only we have learned in the last session. Human resource, what is human resource, why it is required in the organization. Likewise we have seen what is the human resource management. It is nothing, the managing of people in the organization, or otherwise we can tell it as the branch of management that deals with the human resource. Like every terminology like biology or study of plants and animals, like that we will tell it as biology. No, the same way for the human resource management also we have a statement, the branch of management that deals with the human resource, that can be called as the human resource management. So human resource management is nothing, the managing the people in the organization can be termed as the human resource management. First thing, it starts from hiring. Hiring in the case, recruiting a person. Getting a person to the job. From there it starts the human resource management. First thing, the human resource management process starts, or process it can be called in different names. From where it starts from the recruiting the person. First we will recruit the person. After recruiting we will give some training or some extra development skills needs to be done, because he is new to our job. He has done the previous jobs also, but that kind of a nature of organization can be different. This organization nature can be different. So we need to give them some development skills or training needs to be given in our organization. After giving some training, they needs to be term wise, period wise, specific time we needs to see them whether they are doing their works in the whatever in the training we have provided, in the such a way only they are doing, or like that we need to performance wise we need to evaluate them. After evaluating performance wise, what we will do it is we will motivate them. After we are seeing the performance of the employee, what we will do it, we will, after knowing it, okay, this much of training has been given, this much of work has been done, very good. Like that motivations should be given to the employees. The motivations can be in a different forms also, like a monetary in the terms of cash, or the cash or hike in the salaries, like that it can be given in the monetary form. It can be also non-monetary forms, like giving them some perquisites or some other bonuses or some other kinds of vouchers, like that it can be given. So this is how they will be motivated. After motivating, what it will be there? After motivating, whether we are achieving our goals or not can be verified. So this is the what human resource management will do it in. What they will do? Managing the people right from hiring until they are achieving their goals. This is what the human resource management is. So human resource management is nothing, managing the people in the organization start from the hiring the person, it end till what? Or it end till getting the objectives or goals being achieved by them. So this is the human resource management. Every time whenever I have a session, what we will do it is, whenever I take a topic in the commerce, what we will do, you will learn the meaning and then we move on to the definition, and then only we will move on to the other points. In today's session, I am not going to do the definition right now, because Flippo has given different terminologies in this definition, but you want to know the meaning of each words, then only the definition can be easily be understood by everyone. So I wanted to give the definition at the end of this human resource management. Why in the case? Because he has given procurement, compensation, like the different words has been added in this definition. but we want to know what is the meaning of each terminology. Then only the definition can be easily understood. So at the end of this session, you will learn different terminologies. So you will understand the definition in a very quicker way. Next thing, we move on to the features of HRM. So we have learned the characteristics of HR. Now we are going to learn the features of HRM. HRM in the case, human resource management. Now universally relevant. Universally relevant in the case, it will be applicable. This human resource management will be applicable at all levels, and at the same time the style and way of approach will be different, but it is there in every organization. Whether it can be a small organization or medium or large, it can be any size of organization, but it is universally relevant. This human resource management is applicable in all levels of management, but the style of approaching can be different. One at the small, they will not start from hiring. They can start from motivating. Like that, it can be the approach can be different, but all the organization will have. So it is universally relevant. Next is goal oriented. Definitely, human resource management will focus and will tell the human resources to go on to the achieve their goals. So it is only goal oriented. Like that, from hiring we will start, but their end point is what? They want to achieve their goals. So it is the goal oriented of the human resource. Next is systematic approach. Systematic approach in the case, every organization will follow up some rules. If we take off a school education also, we will have morning prayer. After first period will start. Like that, we will have some schedules and it will be there systematically. Likewise, for this HRM also, we have some systematic approach. We have two functions, managerial functions and operative functions, that you will learn under the functions of HRM in depth about it. Because we have 7 to 8 categories under each topic, managerial and operative, that you will understand in a better way what is managerial and operative in the functions of HRM. But that it is there, they will follow right from if we take off example, management is there. They will start from planning. After planning, organizing, directing, like that it is there. Same way for the HRM also, it will have some systematic way. So it will be a systematic approach. Next one is all pervasive. It is until the human resources are there in the organization. That is, one thing is human. Like we have 4 M's in the management: men, material, machine, money. We have 4 M's in the management. The first M we tell it as men. So the men indicates that human resource. So until the human resource is there in the organization, this HRM will be there, because how the HR is being recruited, how he has been motivated, how he has been selected, how he is going to approach and get their goals, like that it will be there. So until this human resource is there in the organization, the HRM will be there. So, and it can be another way also, it will be widely spread throughout the world. Next one is continuous process. Continuous process is that it is an ongoing process. Start from the planning, organizing, directing, controlling, like that it is an ongoing process. It will be a continuous process of this HRM. So this is an ongoing process. Next is dynamic activity. Dynamic activity is that we have the other resources. We have learned the 4 M's, right? 4 M's is nothing: men, money, machine, material. So these will be the resources of the management. Like, other than men's, all the other can be handled in any way, no problem at all. But this men alone should be handled with care. Why? Because men has some emotions, feelings, so they needs to be handled with care. So that it is why we are calling it as a dynamic activity. Next one is integrative tool. Integrative tool is that human resources starts from hiring, we motivate them and participate them in all the activities in the available workplace. We will make them to coordinate also. So that is why we are telling it as an integrative tool. Next one is focuses on development tool. Focuses on development is that it will it will not only give the work to the employees, it will try to motivate them and giving some training and development programs. If example some person is being hired, he has graduated and he has been hired in a job, but he does not have too much of knowledge about the work, he will be given some training program so that he can understand the work environment and what work needs to be done by them. So like that, the training programs will be given for the person. So it will focus on the development also. Next one is both science and art. We have learned that management is neither a science and art in the first chapter, but here both science and management is the HRM, because it relies on the experiment and the observation. So that is why we are telling it as a science and art of the human resource management. Next is interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinary is that we have different terms in use here, like sociology, psychology, like that we have different terms that all will be there in this human resource management. Why it is there? Because the dynamic activity itself, I have told that the men should be handled with care. Why? Because he will have some emotions, so that we should not, emotion wise we should not affect them. Likewise there we need a psychology. Like in the economics wise, in the case, he can be a backward or cash or anything can be there. At any levels he will be at the middle or at any earnings can be there. So we need to know the economics wise, and it is all, we told it as interdisciplinary. Next one is intangible. That it is an intangible because what is the meaning of intangible? Everyone should know. It is not. It cannot be seen or touched. Only we can feel with it. Likewise, this human resource also can be only felt at the end of the result. After from hiring it starts, hiring, next we will motivate him or give up some training also we will do it, and next we will get the objectives being achieved, objectives or goals being achieved. So this process of the HRM, at the end by the result only we can tell it as whether this human resource has been utilized properly or not. So same way, by the end of your results only we can tell it is whether human resource management is intangible. So these are the features of HRM. It starts from universally relevant and it ends till intangible. So universally relevant in the case, it is applicable at all levels. At any organization levels also, it is universally relevant. Next is goal oriented. It will focus only on the goals of the organization, because it can start from anywhere, but at the end it is only focusing on the goals of the organization. Systematic approach, we have two functions, managerial function, operative functions, but the systematic approach will be there in this two. We will learn the terminologies managerial and the operator in the next sessions, so that you will understand in a better way why it is we are being telling it as a systematic approach. All pervasive in the case, until the human resource is there in the organization, this HRM will be there. Next is continuous process. Wherever it starts, planning, organizing, directing or coordinating, but it will be the ongoing process. Dynamic activity is that human resource should be handled with care. Next is integrative tool. Integrative tool in the case, they all needs to be motivated and they will be participating in the all work environmental place. Next is focus on development. Every human resource needs to be given training and development. Both science and art. Human resource management is a science and art. Management is not a science and art. Next is interdisciplinary. It includes all the terminologies used in the different environments, sociology, psychology, economics, all it will include. So it is interdisciplinary. Intangible, which can be filled only at the end of your result. So these are the features of HRM. In the next session, we will see the significance of HRM and its functions we will see. Thanks for watching.